Hi there, I'm Steve Hoberman, and I've been data modeling for over 30 years. I've worked in lots of different industries across many countries. My whole world revolves around data modeling. I've written many data modeling books, started the Data Modeling Zone conferences, invented the industry recognized technique for reviewing data models, which is the Data Model Scorecard, and founded the Data Modeling Institute. I also teach the Data Modeling Masterclass. Data Modeling Masterclass includes over 20 hours of instruction and exercises to make you competent in data modeling. There are no prerequisites for the training. Many who have taken the class had very little, if any, experience in data management, and seasoned data modelers have taken the class to up their game. The class contains 5 objectives. The first is to determine how and when to use each data modeling component, like entities, attributes, relationships, and so on, but not just explain what these components are, but also share with you the questions we must ask to extract these components out of the business. Second objective is to apply techniques to elicit data requirements as a prerequisite to building a data model. We're going to go through a number of different techniques, including interviewing, artifact analysis, job shadowing, and prototyping. The third objective is to build relational and dimensional, conceptual, logical, and physical data models. And with physical, we'll talk about NoSQL as well. The key part of this objective is the word build. In the spirit of remembering and using what you learn in this class, we're going to practice. We're going to practice. You'll find yourself creating lots of different data models during the training. The fourth objective is to incorporate supportability and extensibility features into the data model. So once we create the data model, how do we ensure those that come after us can use the model and it makes their lives better, and they could extend the model and improve future projects? And we'll talk about a number of techniques like abstraction and naming standards that all help with supportability. The fifth objective is to assess the quality of a data model across 10 categories. So I've been reviewing data models for many, many years. It's a technique called the Data Model Scorecard. And you will see in the masterclass that all of our topics revolve around the Data Model Scorecard. So the masterclass is not just a class on how to do data modeling, but how to do it well. Everything in the masterclass focuses on best practices. And you'll find that the modules we cover during the course are structured very nicely to be aligned with the Data Model Scorecard. We'll cover the 10 categories of the scorecard, which are correctness, completeness, the model scheme category, structure, abstraction, naming standards, readability, definitions, consistency, and data. And in addition to the class covering the content at a brisk pace, we're also going to keep the class a lot of fun. It's an entertaining class. I bring in colleagues to help me with the material, like my little friend, the M&M guy, and I throw candy out for answering questions from the audience. I also play many different roles. Sometimes you may find me playing the role of a business user, and you'll be asking me questions to create the model. Sometimes I may be playing the role of some kind of business executive. I give standing ovations for answers to certain questions. Thank you very much, thank you. I tell data modeling jokes. I solve the world's problems. We're going to solve the world's problems. We also play a lot with Lego, and I'll talk about how Lego fits into the class. And I've updated the class material at least once a year since the first time I ever taught the class, which was back in 1992. So I've been teaching a very long time. Only recently have I started teaching the class virtually. And there are benefits to both in-person and virtual classes. With in-person classes, we are all in the same room. With virtual classes, we are all in the same virtual room. However, virtual classes offer 3 advantages over in-person classes. One is the chat feature. The chat feature is such an amazing feature in virtual classes. It's not only the way we interact during the training, it's also the way students converse with each other during the class. For example, I might bring up a topic on data modeling, and then people can discuss and debate it to make the learning experience even richer. The second benefit of virtual classes are reinforcement techniques. There are a number of tools that I use to reinforce content in a virtual environment, from annotations to lots of fun quizzes with prizes. Virtual classes also offer less noise. And what do I mean by noise? Well, there are less distractions with a virtual class. It's just you and me. We don't have to worry about temperatures in a classroom or noises from outside or another room or being blocked by the person in front of you so you can't see the screen or anything. To learn more about our classes, check out stevehoberman.com. Hope to see you in a future class.